Hello and welcome to this week's Cari Connects. I'm Psychic Medium Cari Mugz, and each week I pull a card from a deck to let you know what's coming up for the week and the signs and symbols to watch for. If you're listening to this on my Spunky Spirit podcast, you can watch it on any of my social media platforms, which will all be listed in the show notes below. So this week I am in Scotland, so this video was pre-recorded. And if you want to follow me on my Scotland journey, you can watch me on my Instagram and my Facebook, maybe some on TikTok, but mostly Instagram. And this is where I'm going to be traveling with a group of paranormal people, and we're going to go through all of the awesome places in Scotland that have paranormal stuff going on and witches and all the things. So I will be making a video and posting it on YouTube when I get back. It'll actually take the place of my Spunky Spirit podcast, this new video travel series. So this week we are using a deck that I did an unboxing for from Hay House a couple weeks ago. It's called The Fairy Tale Heroine by Sharon Blackie. So I love this because it's you open it up and it says, "Stories are spells. They change things. May they and the images you encounter in this deck offer sound guidance for your heroine's journey," which is what I always teach. All of the signs and symbols on each of the cards are something that Spirit will show us throughout the week to let us know that we're being watched over. And as you can see, all these cards have very many signs and symbols on them, which is actually pretty cool. On the back of each card is a tree with a moon. Here we go. This is going to be the vibe for this week is sorting. So this week is going to be a week where you're going to have to sort. Like when you think of sorting, you think of like when the gold miners would sort through the rocks to find the gold, or when you sort through different seeds and things like that you have to sort the bad from the good. So this week is going to be about sorting. You have to really redefine it and figure out this week, sort the good from the bad. Like they both are important, right? The good and the bad, the yin and the yang. So, but this week you might really have to sort through it to find the good. Really just make sure that it's kind of like last week when we did simplicity, like finding the good in the simple. This week it's like sometimes you have to really sort through your life to figure out what was the good and what was the bad. But here's the trick. Sometimes when you sort through that and you think, oh, this is the bad seed, sometimes those bad seeds create the good, because you don't see it at the time and you don't see the bigger picture. So when you're sorting, just make sure when you kind of sort through your week, or when you're kind of sorting and going through your journey, you have to sort through your journey and figure out what works for you and what doesn't. Keep the things that work for you. Keep the things that make you feel good and bring you joy, and get rid of the ones that don't. And just remember too, when you're sorting through your life and you're looking at your experiences, sometimes the bad experiences, this is radical acceptance. It's what I've been learning the last couple months, is sometimes the bad experiences, you think that they're bad and you try and push them aside and you try and get rid of them, but sometimes they define who you are. And so be really careful when you're sorting out your journey, or when you're sorting out your experiences. Just know that sometimes the good create who you are now. I mean, sometimes the bad create who you are now, and sometimes the good are awesome to hold on to. So sorting, just kind of look through this week and see what serves you and what doesn't, and what things you have to let go of and what things you can keep. And just know that sometimes when you sort things, you're not alone. You don't do it on your own. She has little mice with her that help her through the sorting. So you can have your guides and your angels or your ancestors or anybody in your friendship group help you with your sorting too. And it could be counseling even. Just kind of sort through what in your life works for you and what doesn't, and what you can let go of and what you can keep. And my favorite is just keeping what works for you, but don't throw out everything, because some of the things that you've been through define who you are. So there's some past stuff that I had gone through that sometimes I just want to forget and pretend it didn't happen. And that I have to sort through that and decide that sometimes that's what made me who I am. That's what made me strong today. So just be really picky and find the gold nuggets. Find the gold nuggets in all of the rocks. But sometimes it's not just the gold that's valuable, right? It can be the other rocks. You can find other crystals and other gems in it that when you're going through the sorting, you can find everything that works for you and hold on to that and keep it sacred. So the signs and symbols for this week are 2, the number's 222, which means Spirit's telling you you're going in the right direction. And then anything to do with preparing food or sorting food or helping with food. Obviously, mice are a big, huge thing too, because there's going to be a sign. And also this forest is like, to me, the forest is a sacred place. It's just, I can feel so much energy when I'm in the forest. So those are the things to watch for. When you see these signs and symbols this week, it's Spirit reminding you to remember to sort through the things. Like, is this what just happened to you? So if you're going through something and then you see one of these signs, it's Spirit saying, is this something you keep or is this something you let go? Something that works for you or something that doesn't? And is there a lesson in it if it's not working for you? Is there a lesson you can learn from it? So just watch for those signs and symbols this week. Know that you are loved. Know that you are guided and directed. And yeah, there you go. So I hope you guys like the vibe of the week, and I will see you guys next week.